Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Style and City Diaries.
Brought to you by your favourite and fabulous cousins, Prinny Ray.
And Amber.
Yes! It's episode 200, bitch. Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, 200.
Wow. 200 episodes of pure chaos.
And shit, just
And
chatting
chat. Oh,
I missed that. We haven't said that in a very long time.
We haven't said that in ages. Remember when we were like trying to stop swearing? We'd be like, you cluck and cluck.
You know what? In
Let's
the
bring cluck and
200s,
cluck back.
I actually think we need to just
Stop swearing.
bring it all the way down
We're here.
Yeah. I was actually thinking we should get like a little jar, like a swear jar.
A swear
or
jar.
Or like a, I don't know, like a tally.
Yeah, a tally.
And then at the end, whoever swore the most owes like £1.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, because if we actually start doing 20p every time you swear, like you're actually going to come out of it owing the pod £10.
Yeah, I mean, we need to figure out some kind of system because it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's not very ladylike.
It's a lot. It's so jokes when we have guests. They're like, "Can I swear?" I'm like, "Girl,
welcome to the swear club."
oh my god, 200.
I know.
Do we reminisce?
I don't know. I was trying to think like hundreds felt like yesterday. I remember episode when we had the balloons.
Oh
We were
my
in the old studio.
god.
Yeah. I felt like, I mean, it was a very long time ago.
Yeah, it
but
was.
Actually, no, it wasn't. Was it February?
Of last year.
I'm losing my mind. Oh, no, I did those braids myself. No, yeah, it was like ages ago.
I feel like I'm such a different person. When was it when we hit 10th episode and we were like, guys,
Stop! No, not us wanting to have a party at episode
yeah, because we did
10.
episode 10.
But you know what? The reality is a lot of podcasts don't actually make it past episode 10.
So, do you want some statistics?
That's statistics. Go for it.
Picking my nails. Basically, if you get 3 past,
Do you want to Google it?
I got told them today. It was like past like between 3 and 5 episodes, you're in the top like 7% of podcasts.
Yeah.
If you make it past 10 episodes,
you're in the top like 1%. Yeah.
So that was that make us top 0.1?
No.
Yeah, because I said because people, they think let's get a mic and a camera.
It's not,
and yappa, and then when they realise it comes around really quickly, that a week goes so quick, and it's come back to it, they say, I can't bother.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of like the frequency, the commitment required to be consistent regardless of what happens, being able to continuously chat about topics or the same topic and delve into detail in a way that is
not repetitive,
fresh and not repetitive. And also, what was the third part? Realizing that sometimes your community is not going to find you on day one.
Yeah.
And you might actually be talking to nobody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I was getting gas, they were like, oh my God, we got 6 listens. And it wasn't even the whole way through.
Yeah, and we were like, did that. But you know what I'm excited for? And it's going to be funny by the time the people get to this point and listen to it, will be completely different people. But people are listening from the beginning now.
No, guys.
And I'm
like, hurry up.
Can you just start episode 100 or something?
Can you just start it now? Because I don't know who she is.
And now you're looking at me, listening to that, thinking that's me, and it's not.
And it's not. We're different.
I know. It's a journey, though. I think it's probably the best way, though, to experience a podcast, to start it from the beginning so you can fully be... Because of the way our podcast is, you actually very much have to be invested in us as people, not just what we're saying. So it does actually make sense to start from the beginning.
So I was also having a conversation today.
Bear conversation.
I know. I was a conversing girl.
Little yappity yap.
And my friend was like, I would love to because he started a podcast, but he's like, after how many episodes you got? And I was like, it's actually 200 today. He's like, I would love to ask my listeners if they think they know me, like how would you describe my personality? How would you describe the person I am? And if it's actually true, reflective, do people really get to know you through your pod? And he's like, do you think? And I was like, mate, my pod cousins know me better than my friends. My friends find out information through pod. let everything out. Like there's like what, a little 5% of things we keep private, and even then it's not private for very long. We just need to digest the information and we come out with it.
I would say it differently. I would say the pod cousins know a lot of things about us. I don't know if they can actually say, and it will be interesting though. I would actually want to know, like, if you're listening on Spotify, you can like write a little comment, or on YouTube, like write a little comment to say like, how would you describe us? And I don't think it will be far off, because we're not completely different on pod than we are in real life, but I feel like there are elements of our personalities that may not come up in pod. I think the Patreon girlies will definitely know us a lot better, because we're able to be a bit more candid and vulnerable.
But no,
what?
Because when did we start Patreon? Last year. It's been a year of Patreon.
Right.
Prior to that, we were spilling the beans.
No, spilling the bean, but that's knowing things.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because I think if people were to describe you, what they would say is like, oh yeah, that is Amber. But there are parts of your personality that people won't know unless they really know you in real life.
Yeah, it's
like
true.
How you're a little, like, you can be a bit crybaby and sensitive Sue, and like you are way more. No, because sometimes you come across like, but in real life you're actually like, you're a baby girl. Okay, you need to be held.
I'm a baby lady.
Yeah, and you need to be held, and like sometimes it doesn't necessarily fully translate in all the conversations we have, unless it's like maybe more of a dating.
That's so true, because I was like, they've seen like all sides of me, like they've even seen my and he's like, even I've seen that.
No, you're like majority of the time that's how you present. You're always like boop, 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 boop. But then when I catch you on the low, at home in little Minnie Mouse pajamas. Yeah, we look into your eyes through the FaceTime, we see really what's going on.
Gosh,
it's a different story.
It's a different stores.
Yeah.
God, yeah. Wow. Welcome to 200. If you just joined us.
Oh my God. Hey.
I mean, hi. It's a lot to go through if you're willing to do that.
How long would that take? Okay, if it's like an hour episode, and let's say you're so bored. No, not so. Wow, that's rude. Let's say this podcast is so much of your favorite that it's all you listen to all day.
2,000 hours.
There's 2,000 hours. Let's say you could do like 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
4 episodes a day, maybe, if you have a job where you don't want to talk to people. I can get the calculator.
Please. I'm like, that's 21 hours a week. So 2,000 divided by 21. So that's 20. You do 21 hours a week, 4 hours a day. What's 4 times? Yeah. Oh my God, 28.
I'll do it. I just do divided by 4, so that's 500 days.
Oh yeah.
Divided by 5. Let's say you just listen like 5 times a week. It's 100 weeks. Fuck. No, that ain't right. Wait. Let's start this again.
Okay. Right. So we right. Okay.
4 hours.
So we have
day.
2,000 hours worth. 2,000 divided by 4.
Yeah.
Equals.
Fucking calculator. Playing up. It's not me, it's a fucking calculator.
500?
500.
500. So what does that?
That's 500 days.
So 500.
Yeah. Yeah, 500 divided by 5.
Why 5?
Because if you're going to listen 5 days a week, it will give you the weeks.
So 100 weeks,
which is
to
100
listen to
weeks.
Everything. How many weeks in a year?
It's like 2 years. That can't be right.
Yeah, so 52
no,
weeks
it is
in
right.
a year.
It is right because we've 4 years.
It for 4 years.
Right. Well, you got to fucking listen to 7 episodes a day then. To be honest,
it would take you 2 years to catch up, and by the time there would have been another 2 years worth to just start from here. Honestly,
or really just like
go through.
Listen to like 4 episodes, 5 episodes a day, 7 days a week.
Would you
Saturday.
listen to? Because there's podcasts I found, and I said, let me start from the start. And I'm not gonna lie, I was like, you don't sound like shit. Let me get back to where I was, and I'll just continue from there.
Yeah, I do. If I find a podcast that I really like, I'll probably continue from where I listened.
Yeah,
and then when it's like,
I've caught up with the week,
then I might go back to like the one, or look at like interesting
I'll go
titles.
back like a few weeks before from where I started. Yeah.
And then I'll just scroll through and see like, that kind of looks like an interesting convo.
Do you know what I do?
What?
I go on their social medias.
Oh.
I check their TikTok and I'm like, which snippets are funny? What episode is that?
You're really...
That's the episode I'm going to watch.
I really love finding out things about like the way your brain works. 'Cause that's really... I would never expect... This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't even know her. I would never expect you to do that level of due diligence.
Okay, I did it for one podcast. So I also don't listen to podcasts.
No, yeah, you actually do.
I did that for one podcast, and that's yeah. And then I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a bit of me.
Yeah. Well... Yeah.
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 Anyways, welcome. We did mention something called Patreon. If you're wondering what it is, it's called Dating Diaries, and we've stirred up quite the community over there. You know, some of the feedback is top notch. We've been called nasty AF. I quite like that description because when I do think back, it's fucking disgusting. But anyways, it's called Dating Diaries, and it's where we literally talk about our dating lives, relationships, sex, female stuff, girly things.
Mm-hmm.
And it costs you just £3 a month because we understand that times are hard. So for £3 a month, you get an insight into two people's lives.
Yeah.
£1.50 each.
And it's basically an extra episode a week. So if you listen to the pod and you want more, you can actually get more.
Yeah, you only have to wait like 4 days in between.
Yeah, because Dating Diaries drops on Monday and then
pod
pod drops on Thursday.
Yeah.
So it's a nice little boost.
And it's videoed as well if you like to watch.
Yeah, it's videoed and it's actually just cheaper than your coffee. Like every time I go to a coffee shop and buy my little flat white, or if I'm feeling dandy and get a little mocha, the price is a jump scare.
It's giving $4.50
and
for
every
a mocha.
time I pay, I'm like, that is cheaper than Patreon.
And that's for the whole month. that's not every episode. It's the whole month. It's £3.
No,
that is
literally.
so cheap. And I see the girlies jumping onto the bandwagon. That's where you should all be. Like, don't. What's it called? What's that saying? In Nigerian, like, don't come last. Like, don't.
Don't carry last. What are you talking about?
Don't be one of the girls that clock on when it's too late.
Oh, okay.
Don't carry last. I see, that's the thing. I see the girlies, they're coming on, and I say, yes, this is the time to be jumping on. You don't have that many episodes to catch up on, only 99. 100. Wow.
Get it together.
Yeah. So it's only going to take you
we actually
1 year.
put it in work. WERK.
But yeah, no, so that's Patreon. Links are always in like the description and stuff and in our bios. And God, we've got another. Do we celebrate? No.
It's not that deep.
Okay.
Moving on. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good. I'm just like I'm good, you know?
Yeah.
Like just rocking and rolling. When did I say that again?
Just now?
I said that to someone.
Not to
Was
me.
it not with you?
Mm-mm.
Someone's like, what are you doing? I was like, yeah, I'm just rocking and rolling. But I am. I'm rocking
You know
and
what?
rolling.
It's about time. Guys, you've been on this journey with us. Those that have been listening every week this year. And, you know, it's only been a handful of episodes she's come in here on a rocking and rolling. She's usually either sad or wanting to beat at least one person up.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
like I don't.
Don't you remember the episode? I think it was like a couple months ago where I was like, oh, you know, like, I think I came in on like chipper energy. And you were like, yeah, this year's just been shit.
I did. You were like, okay.
I was like, I mean, it hasn't, but go off,
You
sis.
was like, it's been really great for me. I was like, well, that's nice. Good for you. How about that? No.
I was like,
Yeah,
great
no,
for
like
us.
I feel really good.
Good.
Like I just feel normal, like neutral. Like I'm not like, wow, so excited about any old thing. I'm just like I feel absolutely fine. How are you?
Rockin', rolling. I'm all right. I've had a migraine like all day.
Oh,
This is my new
Are you coming on?
period. Yeah, it's my new period symptom.
I've been having that period symptom.
I don't like that.
You know, I went to the doctors about it,
Right.
and I was like, I've been getting migraines. And they're like, okay, like let's do a migraine diary, or whatever. And she's like, well, I'll prescribe you some medicine.
Yeah.
Anyways, the migraine goes obviously the day after I go to the doctors, whatever. I ADHD don't go pick up my prescription because like it's so long. anyway, talking to this friend, and they're like, oh yeah, like migraines. I was like, oh, I've got migraine tablets. Like, do you want them? Like, I'm not gonna get them because I feel fine because I don't get my migraines anymore. And they were like, oh yeah, like what they called, blah blah blah. I told the name. Are they not antidepressants?
Sorry. The NHS is amazing.
I was like, I can understand that some medicines can.
Yeah, they have the same effect. Yeah.
Did you not want to warn me? And I was
What's
like,
it called?
I don't even know the name of it. I was like, this is the one time I thank my laziness, because that's how I would have been on the antidepressants. And there's nothing wrong with being on antidepressants.
No.
But I would have felt bamboozled, like I've been tricked.
Yeah, no.
Into
100%.
having them, and like I'm not mentally prepared to be having them.
Yeah.
like it's giving like fraudulent.
I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I'm sure the dosage would probably be nowhere near what they would give someone who actually needs it as an antidepressant. But also that is mad.
Crazy, isn't it? Anyway, so I realised that I do only get them a week before my period, or a couple of days before. You're right. Nothing really gets rid of it either.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I was staying at my parents'. Oh my God, I love being at home.
It's so nice. Well, I don't know any different, but
yeah. it's actually just, I realised it's actually just my favourite place in the world. But anyway, so I'm at my parents' and I'm like, oh, okay, last couple of days I haven't really slept well. I think it's probably like period coming on, just like restless. So I was like, oh, okay, like, stay in bed. I'm gonna go. No, when I get in, where were we yesterday? Oh yeah, okay, we were out. Yeah. So when I get in, I'm just gonna go straight to bed because I'm tired, barely slept the day before, and I'm gonna lie in. I'm gonna, lie in 10, 12, enjoy. So we're getting to bed. It's like 11 something. Eyes are a bit dry. Scrolling on my phone, trying to soothe myself. My latest thing is watching YouTube videos out loud, and it will lull me to sleep. I like to watch the likes of Miss Our Fabulous on live. Very soothing sounds. Don't ask.
Listening to
anyway. The bad as UKT is piping hot, puts me to sleep. Listening, not really falling asleep. So I was like, okay, turn everything off. Like, eventually gonna fall asleep. Great. I think I fell asleep around 1. I wake up, my head is splitting, man.
Oh no, when the headache wakes you up.
I'm thinking it's all like 5. No, it's 3. Then I'm like, oh God, this is great. I'm rolling around. Then my belly goes.
Oh no. Toilet.
Yep.
Oh no.
So I'm like, God, this better not be an all night situation, because I'm not in the mood. I'm in my happy place. I'm in my happy house. Thought I'd have a nice sleep. The heating is always on. It's toasty AF. Anyway, only one time, little situation.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm like rocking and rolling and trying to fall back to sleep around 5.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then brother's going to school, so I said to him, can you let me know when you're leaving? Because I'm his guardian, I'm his legal guardian. I need to know, what's happening. 7 o'clock, I'm leaving. I'm like, right, great. 7. Trying to go back to sleep. I'm rocking and rolling. It's been fucking disaster ever since 3 a.m. So yeah, I had just a headache because it's there and then you can't sleep. And I got up at 8 something, took some para, didn't really work. Had a shower, didn't really work. I took more. I had like a lemon sip, but I feel like now fresh air, like managing distraction, talking, it's not really. But so that's where I am. I'm rocking and rolling through being on my period, which is like a vibe in itself. But other than that, I think life is just.
Did you come on today?
It's like loading. It's like loading.
Did you get your package?
No. Didn't you just get it sent to your house?
My one.
Why didn't you just get them both sent together?
Oh fuck! No, they are both sent together. Yeah. They're in the box.
Loser. All right, we'll talk about it in 2 weeks. Shit. 3 weeks.
I haven't opened it, that's why.
All right. I'll see you on Friday.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry about that, guys.
Private joke.
It's been a silly, goofy move.
This is a silly, goofy move. So my friend's also on her period. Get a message 7 o'clock in the group chat, which is so wild to me. But luckily, my phone is always on silent, no vibrate, so I'll never wake up. And she's like, girls, did you know that one of the period symptoms is like flu, cold type symptoms? Like, it's like, I'm fucking sick of it. And I was just, and I just thought, like, when do we ever get a break? No. And it's so interesting as a woman, a young woman, a biological female, when you go through these experiences and like having gone through them for years and years and still being like, whoa, I didn't know that could happen too. Like, it's crazy. I mean, I personally haven't experienced that symptom of a period, but like I can imagine it being fucking shit, feeling flued up and groggy and bleeding.
No, it's being a woman is such a roller coaster because you actually only get about 4 days of normality.
Yeah.
Like, of the month, because you're either ovulating, you're either on your period, or it's like pre-period vibes or post-period, whatever I don't know, whatever the hormones are just hormoning for the majority of the month.
Yeah.
And I'm expected to still go to work and be kind and be normal and be a human. And I'm
stop being
just
kind,
not.
do you?
No, I'm highly irritable
Right.
when I'm on my period, but it's only because the reality is, because I'm like in my Virgin Mary era, I don't actually really track my period.
Yeah.
And time is just such a like it's such a mind F word. I'm trying not to swear that much, because so much happens, but nothing happens in the space of weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm like snapping at people, and then I'm looking at my boobs like, oh, you perkied, but like the penny still doesn't drop.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no, but I think I was just on last week.
It comes around so quickly.
And then I'm like, actually, no, it was like a month ago.
Yeah. The months go by
so quickly.
And I think that's when years started going by so quickly for me. I think when I started my period, because I'm a late bloomer. I was like a young 15-year-old.
Oh, okay.
So, and you know, the first few years is a bit weird, but like I feel like when I like properly got into my period, that because it's like, whoa, that month's gone already. Whoa, that month's gone. Whoa, because it's like, whoa, now it's the end of the year, and it's like, whoa, I've had 12 periods. Like, that's crazy. Like, it goes so quick.
Yeah, when you put it like that, yeah. But that's the crazy thing about time, though, because I feel like as much as my period comes around so quickly, 11 periods doesn't feel like that long in reality.
No, so
as
now
11,
I'm like, I
but then
definitely
the
feel
year
like we
does
have
feel
more than
long.
that then.
The year does feel long, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know.
I don't like it.
No, I actually don't. Like, make it stop right now.
Yeah, I'm coming on soon.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to it.
I also recently changed from always to body form.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, I never
You was always an always girl.
I was always an always girl, but I think it was just because the PR for always was just very strong. Like, always is just always is everywhere. And also, there was something about body form that just looked a bit too panty liner-ish, and I'm a bit of a like heavy bleeder, like fat pussy gal. So like, wow, sorry, vulgar.
Saying fat pussy girl in relation to having a period
is not relevant.
Wild.
No, it's absolutely not relevant. But like,
needed the biggest trigger warning.
But like, any excuse to just say like fat pussy girl, you know. So like, I would actually use, as always, I would use the blue nighttime free teardrop. All like, that's my all day, because sometimes it catches you. So when I'm looking at the body form, I'm like,
you don't look,
babe, I don't know how you're gonna really capture this drip. Like, I'm not sure. And it was seeing a tweet. I can't remember the tweet, but someone was like, always is not good. I don't know what it is. I need to research it. So I don't know. Oh. Do you know?
No, but I know
apparently
that
it's not good for you.
Yeah, I have heard that, but they're all like, because they got plastic thingies and it's not good for your nun.
Right.
That's when all these organic cottons and bamboo stick whatever ones came out. But I've always been a body form girl because my mum's always been a body form girl. So when they were bought for me, it was always body form. But I obviously have dabbled in the old always. I feel like always with obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not. I feel like it sits on top of it, whereas in body form it really does just.
I think. So I'm trying to. Wait, always PR so strong they wiped all the negative feedback. It doesn't. I wouldn't say it sits on it, but I think. I don't know. Maybe it absorbs so quickly, and then it's like it doesn't it stops absorbing.
Yeah.
Then the top whatever's
Yeah.
like the residue, whatever. Sorry. I know we have
This
men.
is-
I know we have men that listen to this podcast, so maybe like look at the timestamp.
and skip this bit.
Past this part. But yeah, funnily enough, my mum actually transitioned into being a body form girl.
Oh.
I don't think she gave me
And
the
that's
memo.
what was at home.
No, she didn't give me the memo.
Oh.
Like as an adult, a practicing
Yeah.
adult, I just continue buying. But then I noticed, I was like, wait, but like, what are
You're
these
not
panty
using
liner
this.
looking ass things?
So how do you feel?
I like it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I feel fresh.
Yeah.
Feel good.
That's good.
Feel like it secures me.
I've been using organic ones.
Okay.
That like don't have plastic in it. And
Plastic.
and they give big boy panty liner
#vibios.
but it's not like
Okay.
and I don't know if it's placebo,
Right.
but I feel a difference. Like I don't feel so like
I'm on my period.
Yeah.
Always will make you feel like you got a nappy on.
Yeah. So I would recommend if you are looking for some. Flow's the only one I tried. It's called Flow.
Cool.
And created by 2 black women.
Oh, sick.
So that helps. And they've got like panty liners as well, like organic panty liners. And they got like ultra thin pads as well. And like you think this is not going to collect anything. And baby, the collection is collecting. So yeah, and yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Anyways, should I say that we're on a trial of a new...
What?
Nothing.
Well, we're not on a trial.
We're going to.
Yeah, but we have nothing to say.
We're going to come back after you.
I'd rather say it when I know.
Yeah. Well,
Whoa.
so that's... Anyways, let us know in the comments. What pads do you use? Are you a tampon? Firstly,
Yeah.
are you a tampon girly or a pad girly? I'm always a pad girly.
Yeah, I used to be a tampon girly, but I just...
No, let it out.
No.
I'm a pad girly through and through. I'll do the odd tampon, the odd tampon if I'm like I'm going out and I need to wear something that like I can't have a knicker line or whatever. But I'll use it towards the end.
Use what? A tampon?
A tampon towards the end of it.
No, I've gone, I would say cold turkey, but I have them on standby for certain occasions. Like if I'm going out on a night out and I'm wearing a mini skirt.
Yeah.
It's not really appropriate to wear pad.
Yeah, because you're a wing girl.
Oh God,
God,
yeah.
yeah.
Come on, need that extra support.
Yeah, strap it up.
Yeah. So I'll have tampons for like those. Yeah, that's or like if I'm wearing white, you know, I love a white trouser me. So yeah, if I'm wearing a white trouser, then I'll double up.
Yeah.
With the
pad and
the
tamps.
pad, yeah. The reason why I stopped is obviously people were saying things, oh, like it's not necessarily safe for you. But I watched this episode of Casualty, and if you're not from the UK, Casualty was a is it still on? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Mate, it was a bad boy show on a Saturday about a hospital, like A&E department.
I think something
And
like that.
A&E stands for Accident and Emergencies. And that show, yeah, when you're a little kiddie bubba, you're not like allowed
I
out.
think I was a Hobby City girl.
But Hobby, is that not weekdays?
Yeah.
No, so boring. Was it every day?
Or maybe I was a Casualty. Casualty was on the
Casualty was on the Saturday. Yeah, Casualty was like do. Yeah, it was a bit more like Hobby City was a bit more like they kiss in the closet. No, Casualty was like the things were going down. So a girl came and she had a tampon. She had it in for too long. I don't know whether she got
Toxic
like septic,
shock.
toxic. Yeah, she got that. Yeah, whatever that thing, life threatening.
Yeah,
things.
it is. It's very dangerous. Even with pads, like keeping your pads on for too long can give you toxic shock.
So I just had a flashback. I don't know. You know, I'm going to tell you, or I'm going to tell you separately. It's just another Miss Our Fabulous thing. I don't know.
Fuck.
Is it going to be funny?
No. No. Guys, okay. We're switching the conversation right now. Yesterday, I'm with her. We're on the tube. Her being Prinny. I'm Amber. I'm with Prinny. We're on the tube. And she's like, starts laughing. And I'm just like, did I fucking miss a joke or something? Like, what the hell's going on here? And she's like, I have to tell you something, like. And I'm like, okay, spill. And she's like, Spacey, I've been washing myself out. I was like, oh my God. Like, and honest to God, like Prinny is a funny girl. Like I'll give it to her. I don't say it often, but like she's a jokes girl. Do you know what I mean? Like she can hold a joke, catch a joke, tell a joke. Categorically, Miss Our Fabulous is not that funny, and I don't understand. And it's so bizarre for her to be so into, like, I don't know if I can use describing word. Please don't come for me. Love you. Like into so much ghetto. It's wild. Like obsessed. She's like, and I'm like,
no, she literally did. I just told the story just to tell it. She literally didn't care. But this is going back to your original point about, like, would people say they know us? Yeah. Unless I talk about this stuff, people are not going to know that I'm, like, into, like, the ratchet community.
With the hoodlums.
I'm just going to say it anyway, because now I left people on a cliffhanger, they want to know. So basically, she was on or like one of her vlogs or something, and she was explaining to a girl, like, oh, this is how you use tampons. Like, I think the girl's never used a tampon before. Yeah. And she was like,
she asked herself.
She was like telling the girl, so you put it in, yeah, and then the string, you put it in between your bum cheeks. She was like, what? You put the string in between your bum cheeks, and then she was like, yeah. So then, like, whenever you go to the toilet, like, then you change it and you pull the string out. Yeah. And I was like, is that what we do? I missed that memo.
Which bit? The string in the bum.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I leave it dangling. And I also like to wear panty liners, so like
it's like double wham. I was just like, that is not how I would explain
a tampon
to
anyone.
I was like,
because now you're fishing for it.
How did we get there?
Like now you're literally fishing for it.
I think she thinks it's like extra secure. I don't know.
But then it also pulls on it if you tuck it into your bum.
But this is why I'm telling you, she's so funny. She's not funny like stand-up comedian. No, I'm laughing
at you.
Yeah, but like with in a like, hi, I know you're just in a silly goofy mood. I'm not laughing at her like, oh, you idiot. That girl's jokes, I swear.
No, literally.
Wow.
That summarizes menstrual cycles.
It's been a while since you've actually spoken about menstruals.
About menstruals. Do you remember the chocolate minstrels?
That's my favourite chocolate.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Like, what is it about that you like? Sorry.
Well, it's very... people might not know that it's very... it has a diverse consumption experience because you can chew it. And it has that crunch.
Yeah.
Or you can actually suck it.
Yeah.
And it will melt on your tongue.
Yeah.
My favourite thing to do actually is eat my favourite chocolate, which is minstrels, and my favourite crisps, which is Doritos Hot Red. Together. Mm-hmm. But not together as in like I put them in my mouth at the same time, as in kind of like a back-to-back.
Yeah.
Because it's really lovely.
See, I like a chocolate and a cheese and onion crisp.
Breath smells.
Back to back.
What chocolate?
See, I'm not really a chocolate girl, you know. But like, if I am gonna eat a chocolate, it's a Snickers. Okay, these are chocolate bars that I like.
You like Lion, don't you? And like Boost, yeah, you do. I know. I used to like Lion back in the day,
but I can't eat a whole Snickers in one go. I end up having like 2 bites. A lot going on. But I need a little, like, I love a Kit Kat chunky peanut butter.
These are such manly chocolates.
What? Manly.
Lion, Kit Kat chunky peanut butter.
With the peanut butter, yeah. I need some sort of nuts. I know Lion doesn't have nut in it, but it's got,
what does it have?
Crunch.
It has
like I used to love like toffee crisp.
Are you sure it's not got nut? No, it's not because I wouldn't like it. Not, it's like toffee. Yeah, it's like
I used to love toffee crisp. Yeah, so those are my. Do you remember Revels, and like it's a little like
no,
not buttons,
I don't eat them
things,
kind of things.
And it's like one's orange, one's a raisin, and one's like another color, another flavor.
Because I don't have a sweet tooth, so there's not. I haven't tried like
All of them.
I'm not adventurous when it comes to sweets and chocolates.
Yeah.
So my chocolates of choice would be minstrels. I don't know if you really count like Smarties as chocolate. It's a bit chocolatey, a little bit. It's chocolate in the middle.
It's chocolate.
Yeah. And then what's this one? Cookie crisp. No. The Cadbury's thing, and it's like cookie crumble. I like that one.
Yeah.
And then they had the Oreo one as well. And what other chocolate would I want? I don't know, but lately they don't stock minstrels in the small pack.
No.
You have to buy
the big,
yeah.
the big
And
daddy.
every time I go into a thingy shop, you know me, I'm always chatting up the boss man. I'm like, come on, I'll get the small one.
Yeah, because you're gonna charge the same anyway.
No, to be fair, yeah.
They're so expensive.
So I always have to
these
get the
days.
big one, and it's like once I start, I can't stop.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I really want to eat a whole pack of minstrels today?
Yeah.
No. So then, yeah, I'd rarely eat chocos.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, you learn something new every day.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I don't have a sweet tooth. I just like savoury. I like food. Yeah, I like, you know.
All right, last
like my
chocolate
rice.
question. Festive season's here. What are you getting out of a celebration? What are you getting out of roses?
I'll start with roses because I don't know many. I like the orange. Is it orange crunch? It's like a orange crunch thing. Yeah. It's like a crunch and it has an orange like Terry's chocolate, but not dark.
Okay,
yeah. That one or the pink one that it oozes.
The strawberry light one. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
And then celebrations, or do they still have the Twix in there?
Yeah.
I think so. Twix, Snickers, or what are the definitely not Bounty, not Mars.
Malteser.
Yeah, I could do. It's probably like my third. Well, what else is in there?
I think that's it.
Yeah, the
Galaxy.
Oh no, that's
No,
dead. It's
dead.
boring. How about you?
Roses. I'm the little green triangle.
What's that one?
It's like a hazelnutty inside.
Okay.
And straws. Strawberry delight or whatever. Oozy ooze. Celebration. I'm a Snickers and Bounty. Both of them in my mouth at the same time. I love a nut. I love a nut and I love a chocolate.
No, Bounty is just so like.
Bounty is an adult mature palate.
Yeah.
I also buy dark Bounty in the shop.
Yeah.
The red one.
Quick segue into politics, actually.
Yeah.
Sorry, why is it illegal to call Rishi Sunak and Suella Braverman
a coconut? As a brown person as well.
Just like, what is illegal about calling them a coconut?
Yeah, I don't think, like, I didn't realise it had racial connotation to the extent that it's, like, offensive. I thought it was just, like, you shouldn't call, like...
No, it is offensive, but illegal. Like, why am I getting arrested?
Because didn't they do something like you can't, like, racially harass people or something? But they're not racially harassing them. And also, it doesn't really apply to, like, prime ministers and stuff. Because, like, freedom of speech.
Wait, what? Freedom of speech doesn't apply to politicians?
No, as in, like, because it's satire, isn't it? It's, like, jokes on the placard. I think you... Don't quote me. I think there's some sort of like allowance or something to do it towards like politicians, but you can't do it to like Olu from down the road.
Okay.
Or Zainab from down the road.
Not Zainab.
Or Jasmindered. Sorry, I was watching Bennett like back over the weekend.
Okay.
I think I've been reading the comments. That's what they say, but I'm just like, but it's true. And also, do you know what's so funny? I'm gonna keep it at this. because I know you're panicking.
No, I'm not.
It's like Rishi Sunak and Suella Braverman succumbing or sucking up to like the English, the Brits, and them like literally hating them anyway. So like, you're doing all of this, I don't like it. I saw this thing, this guy went round like interviewing the EDL supporters that came out on the day of Armistice. Yes. And someone was like, nah, don't trust Suella, don't trust her as far as I can throw her.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is what I mean. So just fucking like, what's the point?
Yeah.
They don't even like you, they don't trust you, and they're like, yeah, she says the right thing.
They know what you're doing.
Yeah,
they see right
through you. Well, they're going to protect the realm.
I watched the same video. I was like, right. Okay. Slight throwback, and I actually like to bring up things when you don't know, because it kind of turns me on in a way. Absolutely terrible thing to say just before what I'm about to say.
Okay.
But so I guess a couple of episodes ago, about a month ago, we started an episode and we made reference to what's currently happening in the world in terms of Israel and Palestine. And at the time, I think it was very much like a couple days out. So we've all kind of at that point had done like a couple days worth of research and felt like we were just like the fountain of knowledge on the history.
We knew everything.
We knew everything, right? You're like riled up and you're pumped, and came in here and pre-recording had discussion like, do we mention it, what do we say? And I was just like, you know what, I don't want to be in a situation where we say the wrong thing. I don't think we're equipped enough, especially because of the fact that everything was so new, developing, and in your head you've picked a side, but it's like, I don't know if I have all the information, which that's not necessarily an excuse. And we came and we did a very like blanket top line
thoughts and feelings,
top line response
with those.
And since then we actually haven't spoken. We've spoken about what's happening in terms of like personal opinions and stuff, but we haven't spoken. Yeah, like you
on pod.
No.
Yeah, I was like,
to ourselves.
Yeah, we
but I think we've never like re-referenced what we said and how we said it. And I would say personally, for me, it's something that's actually, it's been on my mind. It's been on my mind quite a lot, mainly because of the fact I was actually the driving force for not expressing an opinion out loud, because I was like, yeah.
But Prinny is very much she won't say anything before she has like not both sides of something.
I need all the information,
but she needs all the information before she can make up her mind or like kind of thing. So like
making informed comments. Because I don't want to like come in and you say, you know how it is like with the media, it's like you hear a side of a story and the next week it's like, whoa, but it's like, I said it now, it's out there, and not deleting the episode, so sorry. But yeah, I feel like enough time has passed, enough information is out there, and I'll just say and you obviously can like speak for yourself, but yeah, I stand with Palestine, free Palestine. I feel like what's happening in Palestine is clearly a genocide. I'm not going to go into like so much detail about like my personal opinions on Israel as a state, etc. But yeah, I just want to say that I stand with Palestine. I think what's happening is wrong. I think it's disgusting to see all the politicians standing behind something that is terrible. If we cast our minds back, at a time, slavery was legal. Everything that happened during the time of the Holocaust was legal. So if we sit here on this fence of like, oh, but this is allowed per this law, or the governments are backing it, so it must not be so terrible. It's bad. It's bad.
It's as bad as it looks.
Yeah. And I really, really do hope that the Palestinians get to that light at the end of the tunnel, which they may not see at the moment, and many may not ever get to see it. But I speak in for me and on behalf of the podcast, that's our view, but Amber will share her personal views as well.
Thank you at the studio. So if you follow me on social media, you'll see that I'm very passionate about it. I'm very, I'm out there, I'm marching, I'm rallying. I feel like it's the least that I can do. I'm obviously very pro-Palestine, and that doesn't mean that I have anything against Jewish people. No. I just want to make that known. This isn't anything against Jews. This is just against the Israel state government and the IDF, their army. It's just, and the fact that the people lack so much humanity and care in the world in 2023 is like, I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked. I'm like, well, of course, like they don't care. And for politicians not to call for a ceasefire after like war crime after war crime is being committed is just diabolical. I would urge you to do your own research, cast your own opinion. I'm not going to sit here and say your opinion's wrong. I might think it if you have a different one to me. As we always say, we're always right, everyone's wrong. Because it's my podcast. But, you know, and if you can, or please find the time to, like, you know, march and support and go on these protests. It, like, week after week, we're getting stronger and stronger. And it honestly is so heartwarming seeing everyone out there. Races, ethnicities, nationalities. It's just really, really nice, but it's so sad that that's what we're all coming together for. That's heartbreaking as well. But, like, my thoughts are with everyone in Palestine, those who have family in Palestine, Palestinians in the diaspora. My thoughts are with you. And I'm, free Palestine. Is all I can say, basically. It's so sad. And I'm so sorry. One last thing. The Israel state government have literally said on multiple occasions that this is a genocide, like unprovoked. Like, they have used the words themselves. They have said, yes, we are killing all Palestinians. We are wiping them out. Like, they have said that. And there's also no propaganda in Palestine, like real dead bodies. And you can't propagandize like thousands of people dying, you know? And I'll leave the rest to you.
Yeah, like Amber said, like do your own personal research and come to whatever conclusion you need to come to for yourself. But I think I just wanted to make it a point to re-reference what we had said a few episodes ago, because it almost made it seem like it's almost like an equal fight in a sense, whereas like it's clearly not. And do your research.
And I do also want to say, like, free the hostages. Like, free the hostages. The deaths of those poor Israeli people were sad.
100%.
So sad.
We're not negating that.
You know, you go to a festival, you don't expect that to happen to you. Like, that is horrible. And my thoughts go out to the families that have been affected. And I think it's sad that, like, civilians are being used as shields and like collateral damage as well, because that's essentially what it is. And that's where it gets a bit tricky. I think it is very much like it's sensitive to talk about because civilians are the collateral damage.
And not to be like to be so lighthearted, but you know, in one sense, you could say it's very like base boast, give and take, tit for tat, because like Hamas do this, we do this. But I just think that the response is just disproportionate at this point, and the impact that it's having on civilians is completely disproportionate to what, in quotations, started this, which we know October 7th, from my perspective, is not the start of this, of what's been happening. It's more just an additional trigger to amplify the situation. But thoughts and prayers with everyone affected, those unaffected. Thoughts and prayers with you too, because just seeing graphic images on social media and things like that, you know, does a lot.
And I think this is also a great time to, because I'm not going to sit here and say that I know everything about the world, because trust me, I don't. But through this, I've learned so much, and not just about Palestine, but genocides happening all over the world. If you're not aware, there's a literal genocide happening in Congo and has been going on in Congo for many years. And I don't have enough of the knowledge to speak on it right now, because I'm still trying to understand how it's a genocide. But I know it is, but anyways. But I think you should, you know, if you can, take the time out to read and see what's happening there as well, and see how you can support, and obviously everything that's happening in Sudan as well. You know, the media have a great way of, you know, crossing over these things that are going on in the world, but it is 100%. Happening. I know there's people that are like, why should we support them? They don't support us. That's fine. But there's things happening back home that we don't even know about. So yeah, there's a lot going on, and it's a lot. So take your mental health breaks if you need it to, because I understand a lot of people feel guilty. Yeah, I feel guilty. Like, I stopped posting on TikTok. I was right in the middle of my of my, you know, role. But you know, guilt is a very normal thing to feel when you're sat in your warm bed watching all these things and knowing that you're going to wake up, go to work, you've got food, you've got water, blah blah blah. But just like, see however you can support in in your capacity, if that means like marching or donating or whatever it is, or just sharing something to your story, like that is still spreading a message and helping those less fortunate.
Yeah. And remember that the news is not the news. The news is not unbiased information shared to you. The news is propaganda. Yeah. So, yeah, when you see things on the news, still go and do your own additional research to understand what's going on. That's not in relation to just this, that's in relation to everything. And a lot of the times the things they put on the news are just a form of distraction. So don't be distracted by the news.
Stay woke.
Stay fucking woke. Sorry, I swore. It was needed.
Thank you.
Right. Glad I got that off my chest.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's been
it's been like an undertoned. Yes,
undertoned.
An undertoned.
Sorry, I don't know if I think it was last episode when we had Stephanie and Prinny said something. I was like, oh my god, there's a word that you say. It's so funny because she adds a D onto the end. Anyways, the word is peasard.
Peasard.
She said it the other day, and I was like, that was the word I was thinking about on pod. If you watched last week's episode, you know.
Oh my god, I saw someone on TikTok eating this pizza.
Was it gorge?
Oh yeah, man. I think she was in New York. I was just
was it worth the? Would it have been worth the?
For me,
yeah.
Oh, each and every time, yeah. Come on. BFFR. If I could be any piece of food, I would just be a pizza.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would your death row meal be?
Oh, don't laugh at me.
It's for fucking toad in the hole.
It's a roast dinner.
Okay, yeah, fair.
But
fine.
with all the like a Christmas roast dinner with like stuffing, cauliflower cheese, like the greens, it's been roasted and garlic roasted, and I want it to be either lamb or beef. I think I'm gonna go with lamb. The minced, like the fat Yorkshire puds, the thick gravy, the crispy stuffed potatoes. I want it all, and I'm getting a starter, main, and dessert. Okay. I'm starting with a prawn cocktail.
Okay, interesting, right?
Because it's a Christmas dinner, isn't it?
Fine.
No, actually, I can change my starter. I want a burrata.
You can do whatever you
I
want.
want a burrata with calamari.
Not a death row.
and truffle arancini balls for my starter. Just little bits and pieces.
But you just had 2 starters now.
Okay, fine. Anyways, so that's my main, and then I think for dessert, it's got to be the profiterole from Gloria's or my mum's apple crumble.
Okay.
What's yours?
I'll start with dessert. I'll say definitely apple crumble and custard. Oof, delish.
Oh, but like loads of crumble, right?
Like crumbled and then like bare custard, not too hot, but like not warm, like not lukewarm. Yeah, right temp.
Yeah,
if it's too hot, it's like it's not good. I asked you this question. I actually can't answer it.
Oh, really?
I can't because I just love different things, but in different ways. It would either be like my mum's stew.
Oh, which one?
Stew, like chicken stew, chicken and meat. With check rice.
Yeah.
Or it might be like a wings roulette situation. So ghetto fabulous.
Yeah.
But it might be
I hear it.
Like a mad like 20 piece.
Only 20.
Okay, well, I'm gonna die, yeah. To bust down 50. Oh no. As a starter, I'll actually do like a wings roulette. So I'm 10's all right.
Yeah.
Let's start,
And then like a stew and then crumble.
I don't know though. I don't know if I do the stew though. I don't know, because I might want a steak, but then I might also.
I was gonna say a steak.
I might also want like a fat pizza,
a peasard,
like a peasard, and a nice glass of wine.
Yeah, I'm defo having like a Merlot.
Yeah, a full body.
Yeah, a fat glass of.
I don't think I can decide, so I'd have to actually just ask them if I can have small plates.
Yeah.
So then I'll have.
My starter was small plates, not big.
So I'll have like 4 wings, but like not the flat and the thing. Like the double is a 1, so it's really 8. Trick the mind. So then
All right, if we're getting into it,
Yeah. Then I have
what sauce? What's on it? Like,
the wings.
what wings?
Oh God! So I have one buffalo.
Yeah.
I'd have like a hickory barbecue.
Oh.
I'd have like the Korean when it's like
Yeah.
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 And then I might just have like no, I'll have like a Morley's fried.
Yeah, like a fried, like spicy fried.
Yeah. Then I have my sauces, like my ranch. And then so I have the small plate. I have a small plate, just a small bowl of the rice and stew, and then I'll have one slice of pizza, and then I'll have like.
But then we're
flat
talking
iron.
New York big slice of pizza.
Yeah, but it's like small
big
plate.
One. Yeah.
Small plate. I'll have half the size. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'll have like a flat iron steak, but like a baby version.
Yeah.
It's a small plate.
With the truffle mac and cheese.
Ooh.
Or the aubergine.
Is it allowed on as part of my? Yeah. And then I'll get fried. The thing is, you lot listen to this thinking, oh, like you won't be able to eat that. You see, this goes into like when you think you know me. I can eat, and it's scary, and it's not ladylike. I don't look like it, but I can eat all of that, and I'll probably look at Amber like, oh, like, should we get something else?
Yeah.
Hungry.
Like we always do like, oh yeah, like let's half the food, and then it's like, let's just get our own.
Do you remember that time when we were like, it's silly now, just do your
what
own.
you want to do. Because we want to save money, but then we're actually ordering like tens of thousands of things because we're not going to be full on like the half meal.
So get your own meal, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we half the Soho House meal as well. That's
I think we've got that down.
The wings, the chips,
and the
calamars.
The calamar, yeah.
That's the only thing.
That's a good one because usually we're actually not hungry. We're just greedy.
Yeah, there's that as well.
Because we're not actually hungry. We just want to.
This has been such a food heavy.
I know.
I love talking about food.
It's literally. What time is it?
God, yeah, it's literally been 1 hour.
I'm so blind today. I feel like blindness is actually another period.
I've got a bit of
thingy.
goss.
All right, go.
Shein goss.
Yeah.
Interesting or not, I don't know. Okay, you need to remind me of her name. Housewives in New Jersey.
Teresa Giudice.
Right. So Teresa and her daughters Gia, Melania and Arabella.
Gabriella. You got this.
Teresa from Real Housewives of New Jersey. So you can do it again. And her daughters have been slammed by the public. So they recently did a collaboration with Shein, and it's like, oh, like the perfect Shein collaboration. It's like summer clothes, and they got pajamas and stuff. And the fans are not happy. They're like so surprised at how someone of her caliber can collaborate with a brand like Shein, and they're like, well, this makes. Someone was like, okay, well, this makes sense. It shows that all your bags and jewelry and Cartier you just bought in January or something is like fake Shein, and blah 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 blah. But I am surprised. I do get surprised when celebrities or hypervisual people, influencers. Like hypervisual influencers collaborate with Shein.
That's so interesting because Gia's TikTok came up on my For You page today, and she's going to the Bahamas on holiday, and she's like, she was the one that was eating the fucking pizza.
The pizza.
She was eating the pizza. I was like, this girl, she was eating the pizza. But anyway, she was on the flight, and she was like, I'm just coming from. I was in the city because I was coming from the Shein pop up, and then she's on the flight, and she's got the neck, the pillow, and she's like, I was really comfortable because I got this thing from Shein. And I was going to comment and be like, Gia, like, do you really need to be? But obviously I'm in my be kind era because I just think like comments and trolling, like just shut up.
Yeah.
If you're not got anything nice to say, just like shut up. So I was like, you know what?
Aaron.
Someone else would probably say it. And also it's like, it's deep, but I don't know, whatever. So I didn't say anything, but I didn't actually realize they have a collab. Like it felt very like product placement-ish, but I thought it was more just like for the purpose of the TikTok. I didn't realize they actually had like a proper collab.
Yeah, like an edit.
That's disturbing. But it's
I'm like,
all...
money running out that much?
No, but yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah. Like
integrity.
And this is the thing, is like when you've got to keep the lights on and you don't actually, I know this is going to sound shady and it's not in line with the Be Kind movement, but you don't actually have a talent. Sometimes it's difficult to have integrity when you need to pay your bills. So I'm relying on brand deals, brands coming to me and wanting me to promote their thing. If I don't have a talent, I don't have a niche, I don't have anything I really stand for, can I afford to turn that down this month?
Yeah. But do you know what's interesting? We're always flip-flopping with this when it comes to Shein. And it's always... No.
I just want to say, that's not me supporting shit. That's
no,
not...
She isn't. Sorry, no. As when I say... Sorry.
No, I'm throwing shade at... Yeah. Sorry.
As in, they're always the... I'm broke, so... Like, sorry, wait, how do I say this nicely? Like, it's always the, like... Oh, gotta keep my lights on. Shein! Kind of... Shein! Like, they're always the saviour. So they're never gonna... Anyways, it don't fucking matter what I just said. It doesn't make sense. It makes sense in my head, but I can't explain it.
I think you're saying it more in the context of when we say we understand why people shop there because it's cheap.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in the context of Teresa doesn't like, she's a housewife. Okay, she had a cooking
oh my God, yeah.
She had a recipe book and blah blah blah, and she cooks, but clearly it didn't pop off anything, like that. So now it's like, okay, I'm on this show where I have to portray a life that I'm rich and I'm fabulous and I'm making all this money, when in reality my only check is the Bravo check. So outside of that, how do I eat and enable my kids to eat so maybe they don't have to go and like get a 9 to 5 and they can still live this influencer life? Like, I'm not seeing big brands. Big reputable brands are not running to dress Gia Giudice and Teresa Giudice, right? So the options really are Shein, Pretty Little Thing, which I don't even think Pretty Little Thing are checking for them either. Fashion Nova probably not checking for them either, because they're not BBL 34-inch bust down wig looking like, no, you're not. You're not. No, but you. So when you don't have like, you don't have a thing, have a thing, and then you're also not in a position to like, not even that. I would actually say integrity has gone out of fashion and it needs to come back. Integrity has gone out of fashion and needs to come back, because not enough people have integrity. Not enough people are willing to turn down things and say, no, I'm not doing that because it doesn't align. Do you know how many times I get some funky Shein emails? I love a freebie.
Yeah.
One thing about me, if it's on offer, I want it. And I look at it and I'm like, no. Because what do I look like coming on this platform every week and being like, Shein are actually destroying the community, and then going on TikTok and being like, so guys.
Yeah, it's so true. Yeah. I think the integrity message goes to a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Not just, what's her name? Gia Giudice.
Teresa
Giudice.
No, but let's just call a spade, the podcasters.
The podcasters, it's...
Yeah.
I get annoyed when people cuss podcasts, because obviously I have a podcast and they're like, this is why you shouldn't give mics, and we get dickhead people, sorry, I'm swearing, like commenting, like, take the mics away from the girls. But it's like, and I say this with my whole chest, this podcast is a genuine podcast that brings on real people that will educate our listeners. Like, we stand for something. Like, we have values and morals. We questioned whether we should bring on Knocky Jeans, who is probably the most minimal controversial person ever, because we didn't want to give someone who was a liar, allegedly a liar and fraudster, a platform to then go and be able to lie. But there are podcasters out there giving rapists, homophobes, criminals, misogynists, fraudsters, manipulators, child abuse enablers, emotional, like a big fuck off platform. And it is wild to me But they're like, yeah, clout
It's killing the community.
will kill you. I don't know where it will kill you. Have a bit, and it's just fucking annoying.
Yeah.
It's annoying. And then like our cute baby girl pod gets a bad fucking reputation because you guys are now the people that people are generalizing.
But the thing is, it's like, it's what I find annoying about it is that as much as people like the whole backlash and they'll be like, oh, like, I can't believe, I can't. It's fucking, you have to laugh. You have to laugh. I can't believe you're bringing these people on, and I can't believe. You guys made these kind of podcasts big. And if you actually hearken back to earlier episodes when they weren't able to get these really dangerous guests on, they were actually spewing the same messages.
Yeah.
Not much has actually changed in the type of content. It's very much like, I like to call it microwave dinner content. What are my other isms? Like popcorn content. It's not really anything of substance. It's like something I would listen to when I'm washing up or hoovering or mowing the lawn.
Like, it's like, you learn something from our guests. Like, we make sure, like, we're very strategic and conscious about the type of guests that we bring on. And we always try to think, like, what will the listeners get out of it? Like, what is the value out of it? And we try to make sure that it's a very inclusive platform and we can cater to a number of different people and educate loads of different... Like, I've learned so much from my own podcast. I mean, I don't think you can ask many podcasters out there what they've learned from their guests.
And even just not, because I wouldn't even just
Do they even have an opinion on life?
I wouldn't even put it down to guests, though, because I think that the podcast that we have, we're building a community. We're empowering people through our experiences and through our vulnerability. And it also is a little bit informative because we come with news and updates and things. You know what I mean? So I feel like when you listen to an episode, you get a very well-rounded experience. You get laughs, whether you're laughing at us or with us. And you can take something away like, oh, I found out this or whatever, rather than listening to like regurgitated timeline topics. Like, if your mum was like sitting in the front seat of the car, like, would you tell your girl to get to the back, or would you tell your mum to get out of the car and go to the back?
Yawn, it's so bored. Like, shut up, because you know what? None of you fucking telling your mum to move anywhere. How about that? No one is saying Pim to their mother. So shut it. How many different ways can you ask one question?
Or like, so if you're on 120k, like, is that enough to sustain a household and make your wife a housewife?
No one is even earning 60k. So let's
just
be FFR.
Like, anyway, that's my shade for the week. And take it how you take it. But you're listening, you're here, and you love us. And if you do love us, please share the podcast.
Yeah.
Share it on your story, or if that's a bit too much for you, share it with a friend. Say, hey, I got this fabulous podcast that I think you should listen to. And also, if you are on YouTube or you're not on YouTube, please subscribe, because you're helping us on the onward journey to be able to give you 2 episodes a week.
Yes. Yeah. I think we can do a bit more with the sharing.
Yeah, like we can do way more. Like, come on,
we
guys.
can increase it. Like, you know, when all that was going on Twitter, I was thinking, so who's going to be like, this is a really good podcast
know what I mean?
to listen to instead?
Because bear if you listen and bear if you love the podcast, and I just always see the same, like, 10 people engaging. Like, it's not adding up.
Yeah, then we told you, you see the numbers.
It's not adding up. Like, so yeah, you do your due diligence, help me do my due diligence, and yeah, we can continue to like create this safe space, make it safer,
uplift platforms that actually
add value, and stop
world.
Engaging with these clickbait things and making them go more viral so they can be targeted to their incel community of like horrible men who are just weird,
misogynist. And I'm going to say one more thing.
Yeah,
that's someone's husband. That's someone's father. That's someone's brother. I mean, you shouldn't have to be all of those to have a bit of respect for women. But
you know what a first date question is? Do you listen to podcasts? And the follow-up question is, what
Which
podcasts
ones?
do you listen?
What's your favourite podcast?
I want you to listen. You listen to Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Listen to Building Generational Wealth type podcasts. Listen to How to Make $1 Million in 30 Days.
Yeah.
How to Build a House with My Hands.
Like fucking Jay Shetty. Even Diary of a CEO. You know? Don't
listen to things.
like,
right.
I could go on about
I
this
know,
for
I know, but
ages.
it's time.
It's time. We're calling it here.
All right, girlies and boys.
Thank you so much.
We will see you soon. I just want to
haven't sung on
do.
the pod in so long.
Thank God. I just want to do a quick disclaimer. We are going to have a few more guest episodes this side of the year until the end. Don't panic. They are really iconic people.
Yeah.
Enjoy, listen, and you'll be back with us at some point. But
Soon.
enjoy. Yeah. Come on, man. Run
But
it
no,
up.
guys,
One.
listen.
No,
This is-
share.
This is for the real OGs. Come on, just even if it's to close friends, I think that adds.
Yeah, just share.
Just share.
Just be like, wow, this was so funny,
Share.
man.
Thumbs up. Even if you don't, just comment. Wow.
No.
Just. Oh my God. Just wow.
Yeah, no, wow.
Under the thing,
Exclamation
the
mark. Like, yeah.
Even good.
Yeah, thumbs up. Like,
Thumbs up. Great.
Engagement. Algorithm. We're trying to beat the algorithm.
Please. We don't want to be coming here begging.
Do you know what I
We know
mean?
that you guys are recurring listeners, so it's like, don't make me plead and beg.
Because it's embarrassing.
Just come on.
Yeah, come on.
Especially the next two.
Yeah, come on.
Let's work together.
Yeah. Work hard, not smart.
I can't
No,
even
wait,
make
work
any.
smart, not hard. It's over. Forget it.
over.
We're gone. See ya.
Bye.